Before we dive into the main topic today, I believe most Victorians are aware of the stamp duty waiver of up to 50% for residential property with a dutiable value of up to $1 million, and that applies for contracts signed on 25th of November 2020 and before 1st July 2021. Another important note that some property buyers may not be aware of is that they can still be eligible for first home owner grant if you or your partner has purchased property on or after 1st July 2000 and have not lived there as your home. For example, if you have bought or going to buy your first investment property, it's going to be always rented out or an investment, meaning you have never lived there yourself. This property is not considered to be your first residential home, and you still may be eligible for the first home owner grant. What I've shared earlier are specifically for Victoria, so do check with your state revenue on the eligibility criteria. Well, if you are in the position of starting property investment or you already start building your property investment portfolio, you might be wondering how many is enough to become wealthy in retirement. The million-dollar question: how much money to invest in property to retire? Well, some people suggest to build a nest egg large enough to retire and live comfortably, you need to aim for around $2 million worth of property. This might be around 4 properties, roughly about $500K each. But the thinking behind this is that assuming you receive a 3 to 4% rental return, you will get about a total of $60,000 to $80,000 per year in annual rental income. Well, here's what many fail to consider: that $60,000 to $80,000 of rent income is pre-tax. You also need to factor in costs such as property management fee, body corporation fee, council rate, water, repairs, and maintenance. Well, this brings the return on your $2 million portfolio down to around $30,000 to $50,000 per year. Well, that's still a good income, but it may not be the retirement income that you are projecting. If you are projecting to have approximately around $100,000 income per year through property investment, you could be looking at a property investment portfolio worth around $4 million. Now, how many properties would that require? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the truth is there is no magic number. There's no set method of figuring out how many properties you need to fund your retirement, because it is a personal decision. And also, the number one thing you need to focus on more than the number of properties you buy is the quality of properties you buy. You can have 10 separate investment properties, but if they are of low standard, aren't performing well, not growing in value, and consistently have vacancies or require repairs, then you might struggle to generate enough income to retire on. On the other hand, you might just have 4 well-located, high-performing property assets which will pave the way for your retirement. But to get an idea what may suit your circumstances, consider the 4 points. Number 1, how much money do you need each year upon retirement? Number 2, your travel plans and hobbies once you retire. Number 3, your current financial situation. Can you afford to pay ongoing fees, maintenance or repairs, and vacancies in one or more properties? Your risk profile. Are you okay with owning a large portfolio of properties, or would you prefer a fewer, more expensive properties in your portfolio? For someone getting into the investing world later than others with plans to retire in 10 years, you will have a different set of targets than investors who have started in their early years. Well, regardless of how many properties you think you will need for your ideal financial future, you are already taking the right steps toward empowering yourself by investigating options in front of you. You can feel confident knowing that just by investing even in one property, you are putting yourself in a good position, through taking steps to ensure a more than comfortable future. Well, now is the time to take action and set yourself for opportunities that will present themselves as the market moves on. Well, if you're looking at buying your first investment property or your next investment property, I'm here to help. Click on the link below and let's have a chat. Also, did I forget to mention about this lovely 2-bed 2-bath with a car park apartment along Windsor? Well, if you need more information, click on the link below with the property details and I'll speak to you soon.